renewed partnership with Recycle Colorado, and excited to see what we can do together. My name is Megan McKillop, and I'm a legislative and policy advocate with the Colorado Municipal League. And Colorado Municipal League represents 270 of Colorado's 272 cities and towns. So almost every single city in town we represent. And our main job, or my main job, I should say, is to advocate for cities and towns at the state capitol. And that includes protecting the right of local governments to enact their own laws and ordinances. And you'll see my face hopefully in person at the Capitol one day. But that's just a little about what we do at the Capitol. We also do member outreach. So if you ever have programs that you would like our local government leaders to know about, grant programs, things of that nature, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'm happy to get that information to them. So yes, I'm an open book. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and thanks again.
Fantastic. Thank you, Megan. I should also note for everyone on today's event that after this round of 6 speakers goes, we will also pause again to allow for that contact and the chat communication back and forth. So keep that in mind. Our next speaker is Becca from Republic Services.
All right, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Happy New Year. With the new year comes exciting changes, and that cannot be truer than what's happening here in Northern Colorado. So if you're just joining us, Neil explained earlier that Republic Services acquired Gallego Sanitation and Wyoming Disposal Systems over the New Year's. So that means that Republic Services is now in Northern Colorado, Weld, and Larimer County. So Holly and I were the municipal team, and Holly is going to introduce herself.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here on a snowy day. As Becca said, I'm Holly McElwee. I came over from GSI. I was in a marketing manager role prior to this and had about 15 years of marketing and communication experience. Since the acquisition, though, I am the Republic Services Municipal Sales Manager, and I am excited to work with you all. And Allie P, I have to tell you, I'm from Swink, so that's the, yeah, I know, right? That's, when you said Swink, I was like, did I hear that right? Yeah, so I'm excited to get to meet you all, and thank you for the opportunity to sponsor.
Awesome. And my name's Becca Walkinshaw, and I'm the municipal liaison for this area. And I'm also the new Northern Colorado Council Chair. It's a little bit of a mouthful. So I just wanted to let you know, I transitioned over from Gallego Sanitation, where I worked for over a decade in sustainability. So I've worked in every aspect of recycling, from C&D to commercial and homes. So I've got a lot of knowledge there. And I also do a lot of data analysis and have worked on a lot of internal sustainability programs, and also work on engagement and community-based social marketing. So I'm happy to talk about any of those topics with you. All that being said, we just want you all to know that as Republic Services, Holly and myself, Holly and me, we really want you to know that we share your commitment to sustainability and the environment. So we definitely want you to reach out, and we are really excited to get to know all the members and really want to be a resource for you, and same with Neil as well. So definitely looking forward to connecting, and we really want to thank Recycle Colorado for allowing us to sponsor today, and we just look forward to this great partnership. So Happy New Year.
That was great. Thank you, Becca and Holly.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, next up is Dan with Artistic Aerial Productions.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, folks. My name is Dan Pearsall, and I am the owner of Artistic Aerial Productions. And I'm probably the newest kid on the block when it comes to recycling, waste management, anything of the above. So it's great to be here, and it's a pleasure to be working with such great folks. And as I'm learning and going down this road, and Kristen is teaching me a lot of things. I'm actually a member of the construction and the demolition committee. And so I'm finding it very interesting, to say the least, but I'm learning stuff that I never knew before. My company deals with drones. I'm an aerial pilot, aerial photographer, videographer, and we utilize our drones for construction, agriculture, real estate, 3D mapping. And I'm doing my best to tie in where this technology leads to in this particular world, in the recycling world. And so best fit is with 3D mapping and thermal imaging, waste management facilities, and just doing a lot of photography and surveying, et cetera. So we like to help companies also with their marketing. And so this leads me to helping to educate those companies that I've come across that don't know anything or were about as knowledgeable with recycling and waste management as I was. So essentially, I'm trying to get the word out to them, educate them. And the more I learn about your companies and your organizations and learning about this new world for me, the more and more I can connect with those companies as well. And so they can learn more about what's happening in the industry as it is today. But we also do work with all of the organizations that are here today, and we like working with you in terms of aerial photography. We've got some great technology out there that can absolutely do some corporate strategy marketing as well for you. So that's the way we help to educate the community, and that's what I do. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Dan. So interesting. Okay, on to our next speaker, who is Patrick with Revolution Systems.
Here, found the unmute button. Yeah, we've been with Recycle Colorado for quite a while, so I'll spare you the introduction and just get kind of into our 2020 and our good year, because it says a lot about the company. We went into the year pretty excited, had just come off some time at the EPA Innovation Fair for our Revolution system. We're giving tours of the Steamboat Milner facility about once every 2 weeks. And then COVID hit and everything slowed down. I'm happy to say that the year wasn't a total wash, although all the systems that we were going to start up last year, there were about 3, ended up being delayed into this year. We did manage to get a lot done. We had a couple of webinars that covered everything from compost to robotics as a way to reach out to customers and understand what they were about. But we also were able to do some upgrades to the test facility in Milner. For those of you that may not have kept up with Revolution Systems, we put our first small format MRF into Steamboat Springs in 2016. And in 2019, we started operating it. And in 1 year, we doubled the volume that went through the facility. Last year, we hit the 3X milestone mark. And we did a few upgrades to the system, adding a baler and a compactor to improve the efficiency and increase the capacity of the system there. This was not just important for Steamboat Springs, but these were things that we learned that we'd put into all the systems that we're designing and that we're going to be installing moving forward. We also deployed a site management tool, which takes a lot of the work out of managing a small MRF and allows you to outsource different tasks to people who know what they're doing. So end markets, you have the ability to provide a broker basically a continuous view of your inventory and your operation. Payroll, you can source out to a payroll management company or a central HR database, and so on. The list goes on. Also, we realized after doing all those tours that we were running out of ways to take people on tours of the plants if COVID was going to shut everything down. I mean, I imagine Sarah Jones can tell you how lonely Steamboat Springs was last year. We realized that we weren't going to be able to sell anything if we couldn't take people on tours, and so we created a
I'm going to ask you just to give us your last.
Yes, so we have a virtual. We started out with a virtual tour, and we've turned that from a virtual tour of the actual machine to dynamic layouts with customers and actual virtual tours of their machine as designed prior to installation. So if you're thinking about recycling and somebody told you you can't do it, give us a call. We'll be happy to prove them wrong.
Thank you, Pat, for the overview.
Thanks.
Wonderful. We have Kip from Covanta up next. Kip, over to you. Kip, you are speaking and you are still muted.
You need to let me know where you're going. Sorry about that. I unmuted on my phone, but not on the computer. Anyway, thanks for having me. Good afternoon, everyone. Relatively new to Recycle Colorado, but my name's Kip Buckley. I work for Covanta Environmental Solutions. If you're unfamiliar with Covanta, we are the world's or North America's largest waste-to-energy company. We build, operate waste-to-energy power plants and energy recovery facilities across the country. But what I do specifically is I help commercial customers, specifically large manufacturers or in distribution centers, manage their waste and divert it from landfills to our waste energy facilities to achieve sustainability goals or product destruction goals. In addition to what we do in waste energy, we are one of the North America's largest recyclers of metal because we recover all the metal that we are unable to run through our waste energy process. And we are also a big wastewater recycler as well, industrial wastewater too. But I'll keep it relatively short, and thanks for having me.
It's great to have you. Thank you so much, Kip. Clinton with A1 Organics.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Clinton Sander. I am the marketing manager for A1 Organics. I've been with them for a little over 2 years now, and I actually came out of the retail food market with Whole Foods. And I just want to let you know, a lot of you are familiar with A1 Organics, but we are the largest organics recycler here in the state of Colorado, and probably about the 5th largest in the in the United States. So, but we process about 425,000 tons a year in organic materials, and we are both a commercial recycler. So we're bringing in a lot of product here from a lot of the people that are on this call right now. But we also recycle we have 3 different retail recycling centers in the Denver metro area and up here in northern Colorado. But we work on both sides of the game, and we actually put a lot of compost back out into the community, into Colorado soils, over 250,000 cubic yards a year. So it's really important. We are really proud to be with Recycle Colorado. We've been with them for a really long time. And I just want to remind everybody to close the compost loop. Remember, if you're diverting these valuable natural resources, it's really important to bring them back and put them back down on the ground where they came from. I also wanted to do a quick pitch out to everybody to remember that International Compost Awareness Week is May 2nd through the 8th. So I really would like to continue to grow that here in the state of Colorado. If you guys have any idea, or if you want to participate in that week, please reach out to me. And then I also threw a short documentary film in the chat in the very beginning that gives you a really great understanding and a great visual of where our company came from, what we do, how our size is, how big we really are, and how much impact we're really making on the state. So yeah, thank you, everybody. Please reach out to me if you have any questions on what might be compostable, what might not be compostable, what we do compost, because commercial composting is a lot different than back home composting. And also, if you have any questions on compostability when it comes to packaging and kind of where the industry is right now with that, I'd be happy to have conversations about what works and what's not working and changes in the industry that we're doing. So thanks, everybody.